Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Humna and I am an arts healer. I share ideas and thoughts about how art can be so profound and a portal that can help us heal our subconscious thoughts and break all those barriers and cages that our conscious mind at times, makes for us, and question whatever it is that we've been told, taught, and know of, because there is a certain understanding that we have to follow a certain path, tick all the boxes to be able to do things and become things, and they start defining you. And the whole idea of living a life consciously means that you flow with whatever it is that happens. And when we resist the flow, because the flow will want you to move forward, and we kind of don't want to move forward or change or get out of our comfort zone. And so we hold on to these old ideas, beliefs, faiths, and teachings just so that we can stay in that place and be stagnant. But we all know that in nature, nothing can be stagnant, and definitely not in the energy world, because energy is always moving, changing, flowing, evolving. With that kind of concept, today I had this major download, and that's probably why I'm making this video after a very long time. I do share my thought process on my channel here. If you feel called to and enjoy this video or these sort of topics which are about art, healing, energy, connecting to your soul, connecting to your creator and your creativity, bringing them together into a subconscious and your conscious mind, and aligning the two, heart and the body, and the heart and your mind, and living a life of purpose, then please subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon just so that you can be updated of anything that I upload. I usually work according to energy in the collective, and that's what happens in my meditation. And today I got this two numbers, 70% and 30%, and I'm going to just go with that and see what and where it takes me. I realized that, first of all, 7, 8, 9, 10, so that's number 10 that we get, and 10 is number 1, and 1 is the number of the universe, oneness, new beginnings, anything that we are trying to get into. So it's a brilliant number to start with in numerology. But when we think about 70% and 30%, I'm being called to think of the human body. And if this is a symbol of a human body, I'm not going to go into the gender, which is like a man or a woman. I'm just going to go at a very soul deep human level. So please try to take this message or video or thought as something that is for all of us, not just a man or a woman. And now when you look at this shape, this is, if this is who you are, then 70% of this is 50%, then 70% of you, which is this part, is water, and 30% of you is matter. This is from the physical realm, and this is from the unseen. So when we look and try to understand that most of our life we feed our body, we take care of our body, we put clothes on our body, so everything is so focused on this 30%. And when we talk about the water, and if we could symbolize that with soul, if this is your body and this is your soul, and together you create this vessel of clay that you are. And that's how the divine creator created us. Now, at a different level, we could say the body is the masculine energy, and the soul is the feminine energy. Now try to understand, this is not about a man and a woman. We all have a masculine and a feminine energy within us. Our soul has that both. So now when we think about it, we have been feeding constantly our body. We've been focused on all of that which is outside, which is visible to the eye. So this side is visible, and so what is visible to our eyes is what we have been focused on, right? What is invisible to us, which are our, which is our heart. Excuse my, just gonna lower the volume. Sorry about this. So the heart, which has the emotions, is invisible to us, and so we don't give it much focus, and this is seen through not the eyes but the eyes of the heart. And so that's how imbalanced we live through life. This is how we spend our life. The 30% becomes our focus, and this one is not focused. So it's not important because it's not visible, and because it's in the heart and its emotions, you don't want to feel or see or deal with your heavy emotions, so you kind of block it. So we're living life blocking the 70% of ourselves, and that's why we are always told to drink more water, because we're not drinking more water. So imagine that this is like a tunnel, right? And it needs to be filled. This is a tunnel. Like, it needs to be completely filled with water for you to operate on your soul level. But what has happened is that this tunnel is dried up because you haven't poured in the water. Now, when you haven't poured the water in the vessel, in your tunnel, of course, the water was still here when you were born as a child, and it's dried up, and all of this part of you is now dried up. And so that, of course, you're not going to be focusing on this, you're going to be constantly focusing on this, because this gives you more pleasure. This side is pleasure and this side is peace. When you start filling your water here, automatically your soul will pull you upwards, and look, because it's water, it flows. It keeps you in a flow. But when you look at matter, it's stagnant. It's still. Well, you think about it, it's actually not very still. It still keeps moving, because we go from a baby's body to a 90, 80, 100-year-old body, right? So the body definitely does move, but we choose to keep it in stagnant mode, because, like, that's our focus, is just here. That's the stagnancy, that we're focusing only on the body and not focusing on the whole of your being. You just want to focus on this and stay here. This is good. I'm earning. I'm looking good. I'm wearing the right clothes. I have branded clothes. I put makeup on my face, hide all that I'm feeling. And you know what? Life is great. But that is, you are only living 30% of yourself. That's the chance that you give. But your 70%, which is the flow side of you, which is the emotion side of you, you block it. You don't give it water. You don't let it grow. You suppress it, and you don't even care about it because it's invisible, and you suppress your emotions and heart, and then you look for peace. Now, when you don't have water in you, of course you're going to go look around for other places for water. When you don't have this water in you, which means you don't have self-worth. Your soul feels empty and has a void. Of course, you're going to feel like you need to do something, watch Netflix or go out with friends, keep yourself busy, always do, because when you sit still, you're like, I'm doing nothing with myself. You never give the chance to fill this tunnel up with water, and then you expect it to give you peace. You cannot get peace without having a balance of soul and matter, water and matter. When they both merge together is when you are living a balanced life. So then you have peace coming from the inside, and the pleasure is very much based on your peace. It's not the other way. Right now, we're focusing on pleasure and not on peace. When we focus on peace, then everything and anything that we do will be pleasure, will be pleasurable, because you will only do the things that give you peace. You will not run for pleasure, to have fun, like to have 2 minutes joy, or 2 minutes or validation, or you won't look for pleasure, you will look for peace. Once you have peace, everything and anything that you go towards, you're going to question yourself, hang on, do I actually want to do this? Because is it just pleasure, or is it something that's going to bring me peace? If it's going to bring you peace, then you're filling your water up. And slowly by slowly and surely, you fill your water in your tunnel. Now think about this, so when you are only in your matter body, you only take care of your physical side, and the 70%, you don't really care, you don't like deal with your emotions, you don't sit with yourself, you don't give yourself time to heal, process, and understand what it is that you're feeling within your heart. Who is it that you love? What job you want to do? You just kind of keep performing to serve the society, or your, like I say, the physical needs. You're so focused on your physical needs that your emotional needs are almost blocked, or you escape from them. Basically, you shut them off, so you become avoidant. You don't want to deal with the emotions because there's a lot of gunk that you've been carrying. So, oh my God, who's going to open that box, right? Now imagine what happens is that when you are in your physical 30% body and you have an emotional rise, so for example, you feel anger or frustration and whatever, you don't show it, you block it. Of course, you're going to be dried up in your tunnel, right? But what also happens is that the water that you were born with, now think about this, guys, your tears. Your tears don't come out as little pebbles, they come out as little tears, like water. The water that you have gifted, which is your soul that you've been gifted, you did not value it. And so there are times when you cry, you don't even know what you're crying for. You cry and you release this water. This water comes out in tears, right? So you've lost water. We have to ask ourselves, why water and why not pebbles? Little matter coming out of you, like little blood or oozes out of your eyes. Like, why is it water? Water is something that purifies you, cleanses you. It has the power to make you feel lighter. So when you release this water, you feel like, okay, nobody's hearing me, but I'm just going to cry it out. That's what they say, cry it out, feel your emotions. You cry it out and you so much feel better. You feel like, okay, at least I gave myself the chance to cry, to release, to let go. And so this is your letting go. But there are ways of letting go other than just tears, right? There are ways when we balance. So if we could consciously make an effort and recognize that if we were to understand and give our emotions the same value as we give our body, we merge the vessel, we merge the body and the soul together, and then there is a balance in the matter and in the unseen. So your body is equally important to your soul. And when you do that, that's when you merge the two together. And the 70%, which is this tunnel, or however you want to see it, this tunnel is not just in this part which is hidden, invisible. You've actually now acknowledged it. You've actually owned your emotions. You're actually like, no, my heart wants to do this job. My heart wants to go for this person. My heart wants to travel the world. My heart, you allow this part of you to flow, to rise. And so this part of you also becomes balanced with the two. You know exactly where to sit when you need to be still, and you become very aware that where to take action where you need to, because now you are living a life in a balance of masculine and your feminine energy. You know when to take action, and you know when to sort of move backwards. And that is the whole joy of being conscious and more aware of your thoughts. Like, whatever is coming to you, are you going towards pleasure or are you going towards peace? You automatically recognize that, your pleasure, your focus needs to be your peace. And when you focus on your peace, what gives you peace, you start focusing on all the things that give you pleasure, which are very, very focused towards your peace. And so your attention is not pleasure, your attention is peace. And peace only comes from the unseen world. It comes from places which are not visible to you, from the invisible places. This unseen is your heart. You see, where is your heart? Your heart is within your body. It pumps, it does all the work, it gets the blood moving in you. But what we really value, is the food that we put in, but we don't value the heart that is constantly beating within us and providing the blood through the internal body system. We just care about putting like a nice broccoli or something from the outside towards the in. But when we take care of our in, then automatically anything and everything on the outside will be taken care of. It's all is in the soul. Everything and anything that you need within you is the signs and the signals or the messages or the answers that you are looking for are all in this part of your soul. You've been born with the knowing so that you can convert it into wisdom. Right? You are born with a knowing. You have it in you to understand that 70% that you are, which is the soul, needs to flow through your being so that your body and your soul can merge together. The 30 and the 70 no more stay as 30, or 70. They become one. They become one being, and that is who you are. So that's going to be the artwork that I will be creating based on this concept, which is 70-30, to show how we have been focused on this part of our body, just the body needs, what we need in the house, what we need to be in the society, and bloody body. And that's the focus, which has been very go getting masculine. It's very tiring. It's like constantly going, doing, wanting, needing, is all of this. Whereas when the soul kicks in, the 70%, which is all about flow, which is all about change, which is all about growth, which is all about softness, which is all about letting things unfold, which is all about knowing that you deserve the most beautiful life that you are here to receive. Your soul already has all the answers. All you have to do is sit back or become the observer, allow the universe to unfold its magic onto you, rather than always trying to be and wanting to be in control. Why is this not happening the way I want it to be? Why is this thank God for this happening so that I can be the person that I am. Thank God for this person to do what they did, or thank God for this job to end because now I'm ready for the next phase. So you become very grateful. The soul is always, always grateful. The body, which is a representation of the mind, it's always going to be an ego mind, wanting more, greed, regret, resentment, anger, all this sort of like lower vibrational energy. The mind keeps going in loops. The soul has a knowing that it came here to experience this life in this vessel, in this clay body, in this beautiful clay body, and then when it's time, it's going to go back. But it is eternal, it never dies. Soul will always remain. That's why, when people even die, we have these memories of them and we think about them, and we know, like, yep, they're happy, they're good, they're okay, because we know that we have a soul connection with them. And regardless of the body being able to be seen or not seen, the soul friendship, the soul connection always remains beyond time and space. I hope this gives you some kind of understanding of how we need to focus on both sides of our body and soul. If it did, leave me a message, comment down below, connect with me if you feel like, of course, and let me know what you thought of the video, if the visual made any sense to you. If you'd like to join me for creating the artwork, I will be doing that right now and sharing it on my Patreon, so you can check it out there if that's again something that you're called to do. These little sessions I do to help become more mindful of who we are as a human being and how we can become better in our own selves. If this helps you, or you feel like somebody else needs to hear these videos, please share them with those you feel would enjoy such experiences or sessions or whatever it is. I don't like labeling things, or whatever it is that you feel like this video brings to you, knowledge or wisdom or whatever. And if you feel like joining me, I will now be going and teaching how to create an artwork based on this idea 70-30, and using the Islamic art, geometry, and whatever comes through in the session. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and like I said, you can follow me on Instagram, connect with me through there, and I do one-on-one sessions if that's something that you get called to. You want to heal yourself, you want to heal your soul, you want to connect to your creativity, to your creator, build a deeper understanding of who you are and why you're here, get into your soul purpose. You can message me and I will share the details of my one-on-one sessions and my group sessions. There are 2 group sessions at the moment I'm running, which is on Fridays and Mondays, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. UK time. If that's something that you'd like to join in, it's through Zoom. You can come in from anywhere on the planet. The 2 sessions help you have a better understanding of the divine creator, and of course leading you to understand who you truly are, and which helps with self-confidence and helps with self-awareness, and also channeling your creativity, your intuition, your unseen part, and working with the peace and bringing you a sense of calmness inside your being. And once you have that inside you'll automatically be able to create a life which is more meaningful and have a purpose, because that's what you came here to be. Live a life of purpose and be connected to your divine creator. I'm sending you lots of love, everyone. Enjoy yourselves, and I will, if you're joining me for my Patreon, then I will see you there to create an artwork with you. If not, I'm sending you lots of love, and take good care of yourselves and have a magical day. Love you lots. Take care. Bye bye.